Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Mèo Tây Ninh USA. Mèo is MEO, space Tây Ninh TAYNINH. That's my hometown Tây Ninh USA. So today we're gonna cook the crab noodles. When you say crab noodles, do I have a fresh crab? I don't want to cook with the fresh crab, but I have the crab meat. So this crab meat is in the yard. It's all signature crabs. There's a lot of crabs in here. It's produce of Indonesia, and it's about 16 ounces in here. All I do is I just need this one, and I need the crab paste. This crab paste make the soup for the bún riêu. In my language, bún riêu is look like a crab noodles. See how I make them. But before I make them, I'm going to actually go ahead and clean the meat and cut the meat first before I process the cooking. I have the neck bone already chopped, and this guy is the pork belly, and I have the ground pork too, which is I gonna mix the ground pork with the egg, the tofu, and I have the white tofu and tomatoes. These guys gonna be all in the soup together when I cook them. So I'm gonna cut the pork in 4. So usually you can cook with the pork feet, pork leg, but I prefer pork neck and the pork belly. So these tofu, I'm gonna cut them in smaller piece like this, half. So I also have these. These usually you don't need it, but if you want to eat the stuffed tofu, like this cute, cut the meat like this. The tofu I cut already. I got this little guy, also the foam tofu. Now I'm gonna add it in there. Tofu in already. Now black pepper. The black pepper is actually make the meat taste good. Green onions. Fish sauce. You can do fish sauce or mushroom seasoning. I have 8 eggs. Put it in here. Ooh. Now I'm gonna mix it up. So you're gonna mix this guy together. Later then you make like a little meatball and put it into the soup, and it's gonna be very delicious. Make sure we mix them well. And now I'm gonna use my 2 hands, mix it up, and then I'll come back to see you guys. I already finished the meat, the ground pork. I'm gonna show you in a second after I cut the tomato. I cut them in 4. You can cut them however you want it. I cut like these pieces. It's really good. Like however you want to cut, you cut them that way. See? Pork, after I mix them up with the tofu and eggs, green onions, black pepper and fish sauce. This is how the tomato came out. Everything's already to cook. You can cut it bigger or you can cut small like this one. Because if you cut small like this, you just don't cook them too much. When you cook them too much, it's not gonna be good. So everything's ready. Now let's start cooking it. Besides using this crab meat for the bún riêu, I'm gonna also using this one. So this one is actually for the same taste, but this one is better, guy, because he has more in the glass jar. I like it better than in the can. The oil in here with all of the hot oil and the garlic. See that? And this is how it look. I'm gonna use 2 of them. Another one. I'm using the rest of this guy in to cook it first. They are good. They smell so good. They smell like bún riêu already, like a crab soup already. See the crab meat in here in this jar? Earlier I introduced it to you. It's pricey. Remember correctly, it's $29 each. Now I'm gonna add it in here. And then this guy, I'm gonna use it a little hot water. As you see on the top, they have the whole crab, right? Legs. And in the bottom, it's just the meat. But they sell it's pricey. And these you can buy at our market, like Asian market, Vietnamese market, or even though Costco carry it sometime. Now we just let it cook up a little bit. So when it's boiling up, stir it up. So this bone gonna be penetrate into this crab sauce. And then we let cook it for a little bit. So when you do the crab sauce in here, the crab meat sauce, and you cook with the meat, it makes the meat look a little reddish. Not a lot of reddish, but a little reddish. Lightly reddish. It's really nice. I'm gonna also add this guy in. This guy we can cook and then we can take it off in a bit later. We don't have to cook them long. Just make sure they cook. We can take it out. It's a lot of meat though. See how I add in all the meat? I also cook the waters over here, and the water is there to add on for the soup later. So when this guy about to cook a little bit, and I can add on the water for the soup. Hot water, okay? Don't add on cold water. Never add on the cold water. This is bún riêu cua. Bún riêu cua, but I don't have the whole crab because I don't like the whole crab much. The whole crab here too huge. I like the smaller crab, but they don't have it in the market, so no crab, but just crab meat. I cook like this for the meat to get a little bit color of the crab, and after that I'm gonna add on the water, but about 10 minutes. Now I'm gonna add in to the soup. When you add in the hot water, it doesn't leave no bad taste on the crab, but it helps you cook the soup faster. If I do this, I cook the soup within probably 30 to 40 minutes. But if you don't do that, you're gonna actually cook the soup longer. Beside the hot water, I have another pot of hot water. Gonna add in as well. Inside the water that I boiled it, I have actually put the sweet onions in there. So the water for the soup, it tastes really better. You know, sometimes I use in the filter waters already, but I still want to make sure the water is clean, the soup is clean. Like when we cook the water hot, you see how it is? Now the crab color and the crab meat with the neck bones and actually the pork belly cook really fast. The only time that I cook longer is the pork feet, but we don't want pork feet today. So now you see how I got the meat? I'm gonna just add in like that. And then they have egg inside. When it come in, it's condensed. So this is gonna be in the crab soup, the best, called bún riêu. In Vietnamese, bún riêu. And in the restaurant, they call crab noodles soup. The noodle here is the rice noodle. It's not the egg noodles. I'm gonna show you how we boil the rice noodle in a second after I'm done with this one. See? For who doesn't eat a lot of bones, you can do the ground pork. And if you put a little bit of the foam tofu into the meat, then you have the meat and the tofu at the same time. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, okay? I put in all of the ground pork already. You see over here, I'm gonna do the braces pork. Then I'm gonna mix it up. Here's my soup. See, even though I just add on the mix it, Lena. There's Lena's hand. Hello, Panda.
Hello.
Panda 84. So you see how I do it? I want for it to get hot, so all these pieces, it's gonna be stayed like this. See that? Yeah, so I'm not gonna touch nothing right now. Just wait. See, I have two kinds of the rice noodle. One is bigger, actually with the bún riêu crab noodles. In the restaurant they sell that, but at home you can eat this smaller version of it. And I have the salad selection, basil leaves, bean sprout, baby banana flowers, and all these scraped enjoy. The one that you see me on the live streaming that I eat, I use the bodies of it and then I scrape it out. And when you eat with the noodles, and the bún riêu is the best. So see now all the meat has floated up. When the meat floated up, it means it's actually almost done, right? It's simple to cook the bún riêu. I cook the big pot of it because it's raining. I cook the big pot because it's raining, so we need more soup in the house, so cook this big pot. That really delicious. So time to add in all these guys, the tofu. See, if you like the foam tofu, you can add on, but usually everyone else they cook the fried tofu. Okay, the foam tofu, sometimes it makes the soup kind of little bit like milky, but also the crab makes the soup look a little bit milky already, so it doesn't matter. See, no matter. And about 1 tablespoon of the salt and a little bit fish sauce, because the soup is a lot, but the crab is actually have the taste in it too, so it's actually we have to make sure that it doesn't taste salty, but it doesn't taste like nothing, right? So for what I put in right here right now, I think it's okay. But what after it's almost done, I'm gonna retaste it, because the other crab that I bought in the yard, actually I use it all the time, but in the can, my first time using it, so I want to see how it tastes with the soup later today. When you cooking it, everything floated up like this. It means it's cooked, and the meat is, you see right here, it's shredded now, right? Meaning it's softer. So what I do is I need to just add on the tomato. I'm gonna take this guy out so I can slice it and eat later. They are done too. Look at the tofu. Oh, cha. So when you have two different kind of tofu, I think it's really good if you like tofu. We don't eat tofu every day, but we do eat tofu sometime, right? So how it is good. Oh, you see the soup? That's how the crab meat is in there. It makes the soup super sweet. I add on like about half a teaspoon of salt to make sure it's enough. But when we eat this one, we have to eat with the shrimp paste anyway, so we good. The soup is super sweet now. You see how the crab oily? Ooh. So when you put in the bowl, you put just a little tiny bit of this to make sure you see the color. But usually not a lot of color. Like over here, no color, right? Time to put these in. The tomato. Ooh. Without tomato, the soup won't be complete and won't be taste like bún riêu or crab soup, noodle soup. It have to be tomatoes in there to make the soup. The main point of the soup is the tomato too. It's not just this meat. Without the tomato taste, there is no bún riêu. Okay, it's gonna be bún something else. Ooh, delicious now. I let it cook a little bit for the soup to boiling up, and I'm gonna take the pork belly out and complete the soup for the bún riêu, or you can call crab noodle soup with the vegetable selection that I filmed earlier. We're not gonna eat tonight. The crab noodle soup is already done for cooking. Like I said earlier, I'm not gonna eat right now, but when I'm eating it, I'm gonna actually live stream it for you to see, because I told you guys that I'm gonna live streaming to cook this, but just because I went home late and I have to go to the market, get this and that, so I couldn't be able to live streaming. So when I'm live streaming, you guys may see the live streaming. I eaten this before you see my video coming up next. If you haven't tried the bún riêu, I'm gonna put the name on it for you to see, or you can call the crab noodle soup, specially cooked. It have to be half tomatoes. No tomato, it doesn't taste like bún riêu. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.